bags, 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 and more bags. That would have been a lot better if it landed on the seat. Some people may be opposite of me, saying they hate bags on their bike. It adds too much weight, it just looks ugly or whatever. I'm that type of person that I like taking those random turns, not knowing where I'm going, turn off navigation and just ride. And if I get stranded, stuck, or something like that, I want to have what I need, whether it be tools, food, beverages, jackets, clothing, whatever. It's really a relieving peace of mind with the type of riding I do. I'm not aggressive, speeding, wheeling, jumping, or anything like that, but I like exploring and just going, you know what I mean? And it's really stress reliever knowing, okay, I got what I need if anything happens or if I get lost for a long time. Now, other than my bags here, which I'm about to show you, you're probably noticing they're all Nelson Rigg. Oh boy, here we go, a sellout, a fanboy or whatever. And let me clear up a couple things with you. Number one, yes, I do now have affiliate links with Nelson Rigg, partnered up with them, but you guys also save some money with those links as well. They'll be down in the description. So it's a win-win for all of us. I appreciate your support. I really, really do. But other than that, saving money or making money, whatever, Nelson Rigg, you can go back to my very first video, I believe, and I was already using Nelson Rigg. I've used them on all of my bikes. It's just a perfect fit, and you get to save some money as well. And right in line with that, talking about no fluff, no shenanigans, that's exactly how I'm going to go about this review here about these bags, because I just got back yesterday from a group ride where we went through water, there was rain, there was mud, there was sand. I dropped the bike. I haven't taken anything out of the bags. I haven't cleaned the bike. So you're going to see these bags in their raw form after a ride being used and abused. How are the contents inside and how did the bags fare up? So we're going at this raw. But all right, as far as the crash bar bags here, as you can see, they are absolutely filthy. I'll bring the camera around, you can see them. And as far as strapping them on, of course, this is going to really depend on your crash bars. These are the Outback Motec or something like that, I believe, for the 300L or the Rally, and it comes down and they're quite thin right here. So strapping them on was not incredibly easy. You can see I got them strapped all the way around here, down on the bottom, if you can see, will come up and around, and then over to this side. Maybe you can see them better in there, and you can see how absolutely, look at that. Oh my gosh, it's just caked on there. Super dirty. You got some Velcro, and then you got the straps going all the way around. As far as movement, like I had them starting up here, and yes, they are down there. So I got a couple straps, like probably 3, that prevent it from sliding any further over there. So they're not going to move beyond this point. And the other great thing, before we pop them open on a Rally, you already got that wind blockage, but putting these up here, I got even more wind blockage or water blockage. So whenever I was going through those water crossings, this actually blocks some of that water coming up onto my legs. So multi-purpose. But as far as opening them, you see you got these 2 clips on the side, and you can stretch them out bigger or smaller if you want. And they just roll, just like those basic waterproof bags. You roll them up. And then as far as inside here, I actually have the Nelson Rigg small tool thing, which we'll pop that open here in a second. What else do I got in here? Oh, that's right, the little tube, the tire inflator stuff for tube tires if I get the flat out there, because I don't know how to change a tube, so that's incredibly easy. But anyways, back to this tool thing real quick. I want to jump to this. It is dry as a whistle, and again, it was raining, and we went through water and everything, and there's not a lick of moisture on this. Now, as far as the size of the crash bar bags, I mean, they're not massive by any means. When I put that little toolkit in there and that other tube, it pretty much fills it out. You can probably put about 3 bottles of water, which, hold on a second, let's go on and swing over here. I'm gonna pop open this one. I believe I have some waters in this one, because that's what I keep on the other side. Let me go on and dig this out here. Oh, hold on. So I have 1 bottle of water for sure. And, well, no, I might have used the other one. So anyways, you can fit just right at 3 bottles of water in there. That's with me cinching it down really good. So you can fit more if you're willing to make it really big up there. But I like looping mine around maybe 2 or 3 times just to get it nice and sealed. Now, one of the reasons I went with the crash bar bags, as you can see, my saddle bags are off. Now, if I go on a longer trip, I will put my saddle bags on. But why I went with the crash bar ones is, number one, like I stated, the wind blockage. I like that extra wind blockage right there. I'm used to big ADV bikes, you know. But anyways, these, I feel like it distributes the weight a lot more. I got my big bag on the back right there, which we'll talk about. But then if I put my saddlebags and I'm sitting on there, I don't want any more droop on the back. I haven't changed my suspension on my Rally, so we all know this one is quite saggy, you know. If you got a bigger ADV bike, you won't have to worry about that. But anyways, with the saddlebags on the Rally, or not the saddlebags, the crash bar bags, it really distributes that weight a whole lot more and gives you, again, that extra wind blockage or water blockage if it's raining or you're going through a water crossing. You got that extra blockage right there. So again, multi-purpose, and I'm very happy with these bags up here. Now before we move on to the next bag, I want to go on and show you this little toolkit I have here. Again, I carry the tube sealer for the tires, so I don't have to change a tube amount. They just get to the main road. But anyways, this is their small Rigg Gear Adventure toolkit. I believe they make a bigger one as well, but again, I just needed the small one. And I have my basic stuff in here, some Allen wrench, my tire plug kit there with some of the, the sealant. This is that basic tire thing, screwdrivers, zip ties, my multi-tool, tire pressure, and some electrical tape and some fuses. So just the basic necessities that I need right there. And again, once I take this and roll this up, and then I have my slime as well, that will fill out one crash bar bag. Now moving on to my tank bag. I've talked about this bag in multiple videos before. I absolutely love it. This is the bigger one. They do make a smaller one, which I have as well, but this just suits my needs perfectly. And looking at it from top down, you see you have that clear little pocket up here. I highly do not recommend you to put your phone in there because you can see this moisture. I got some in there right now as it builds up. What I do is put a solar power bank in there. Nothing fancy, but again, it's nice to have that backup power if need be. But I recommend you, again, not putting your phone in there because number one, it's going to overheat with that plastic right there, but also that moisture buildup. But anyways, looking at the bag, fully waterproof as you see, and it clips on, mount it down there to the frame or wherever you want. You can just clip it off, be perfectly fine like that if you need to take it off or to get gas. And then you have that handle right there to carry. Let's go on and zip it open right here. Flop it open, you got this little pocket inside where I keep my bike's paperwork. That's how you get to that other pocket that I was showing you up at the top. One quick thing, as you noticed, I was pulling this over, you got like this wetsuit material right there, and then you notice the zippers. So the zipper's in there, then you got this rubber, and then same right there. But look at this big old extra bit over there overlapping the zippers, same on the outside. So again, that's going to prevent any of that moisture or water getting in there. Again, I wash my bike with these bags on. So I keep some snacks, some lens cleaners, towels, little tools, some tissues, just my basic necessities that I want on a fly right there, you know. And it's, again, it's so nice with it being 100% waterproof. I never have to worry about anything in there. I don't know about you all, but me, when I'm on my bike, I feel naked if I don't have a tank bag on my bike. It's just so weird, you know, just having that convenience of stuff right there. On my Triumph Scrambler 1200, I don't use a tank bag because I don't want, again, the potential chance of scratching the tank with magnets or anything like that. So I feel completely lost on that bike. But again, I love a tank bag and it's something I need. Now let's go and take a look at my rear bag here. And what you're gonna notice first up top here is their little fuel bag or bottle bag that I have strapped up here. Now, this little bungee bit, this is not Nelson Rigg. This is one of those cheap old ones you can get off Amazon. And why I leave that, let me get this one off that hook. Why I leave that over the top of my bag is, say if I want to take my jacket off or if I'm going camping and I need that extra spot just to put that bag of food to get to the campsite, I can just boop, strap it right underneath there. I mean, it doesn't cost anything or take up any space, so it's nice to have that extra bit of storage right there if need be. I mainly use it, again, to throw my jacket in there if need be. But anyways, back to this bottle bag here, which as you can see, you got all this molly going around it, which is how I got it strapped to the top of the molly of this bag. This is their new adventure bag, which we'll cover next here. I did a whole video on this as well. These just came out. This is the bigger one, as you can see. But anyways, let me go on and pop this open. This is going to roll around just like we saw in the crash bar bags. Now, this is not waterproof. This is like water resistant. You see, it's got like that silky kind of jacket material. But I don't keep fuel in mine. I do have a fuel bottle, and I used to use this on my basic 300L or smaller bikes. What I do now is I actually keep a water bottle. Holy, it sounds like there's still ice in there. But anyways, I keep my insulated water bottle in there so it's quick and easy. If we stop and need to get a drink, beep, boop, whoosh, slide it out, bam, and I have my water here. Of course, on the Rally, I have plenty of fuel, so I never find the need to have to carry a fuel bottle. So again, just quick, easy for my beverage. Now, I don't want to take up too much of your time with this back bag, because again, I did an entire video dedicated just to this one bag. But looking at it right here after the trip, I'm just gonna, oh, look at that, I still got the rain gear in here. Geez, I need to take that out. So there is my rain gear that I had in there. And then looking further in there, I have an air compressor, some straps, and oh, son of a gun, I got more lens wipes in there, gee whiz. So you can see, you can fit a whole lot in here. Some people asked if you can fit a full-size helmet in here. No, you cannot. And again, this is the bigger one here. They make a smaller one, which I think is about, I don't know, maybe half the size or something. But same as a tank bag, you see it lips over. It holds its shape as well. So you can bang it, you can drop it, and it's not gonna crush anything that's in there, and it's not gonna lose its shape. But again, flips over with that little wetsuit material. You have the sealant on the zippers right there, the rubber coming through, and then that lip. Now, one thing I did notice, I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, look at this wetsuit material up here, right up at the top. You can see it's almost starting to separate or pull right up here at the top, especially. And then if I come over to the side, it's getting a little bit better, not as bad. It's really up here. That's a bit of a stinker. Now, the good thing about that issue that I'm having here, again, going at this raw with you guys, me finding this right here, brings me right into another thing I love about Nelson Rigg bags. You're like, whoa, what's going on? You just have an issue with your bag, you're stating you still love them? Well, they're lifetime warranty. And I have had to use the lifetime warranty before. One of the things was like a zipper on one of the other tank bags I used on my Africa Twin, and it busted off. They sent me a whole pack, like 6 of them, when I only needed 2. So it was really cool for them to do that. I needed some straps. They sent me some extra straps that rip, you know. And this one, I am gonna call this in and hopefully be able to get a replacement for this one, because that shouldn't be happening right there, you know what I mean? And that's a stinker. Talking about my tank bag being older than this is the newer one, so I don't know if you're using a different material or what. Again, I don't tug on it or anything crazy, and it's a bit of a bummer with that separating. But the plus side is the lifetime warranty with Nelson Rigg. You can't beat that. Now, the last bag I want to show you is their new duffel bag. This is the smaller one, but talking about it, as you can see by the way you can create that handle right there, you got these handles. Look at these big old chunky attachments, these little buckles, whatever, like holy smokes, they're massive, right? Anyways, the buckles on the side, again, with that rollover, just like we saw with the crash bar bags. Now, the cool thing about this, hopefully you guys can see inside there, you got a hard bit on the sides and then all the way around. It kind of loops in there. It was kind of a pain in the butt to actually get them in there, but it holds its shape. So again, if you fall or anything like that, you know, everything's not just jumbled up in there. Really nice that it holds its shape. It also comes with these Nelson Rigg straps, these like heavy duty ones where you can just clip on there, cinch them down and attach it to your bike. I believe these are like, I don't know, maybe 20 bucks for a set of 2 on their site, something around. I'm not too sure about the price, but really cool that this bag actually comes with it. The other cool thing about this bag, again, when you seal it, you're gonna wrap it around, but this little bit right here, undo it, and it has that little vacuum, so you can push all that air out, turn it off, cinch it down, and again, you're gonna compress all your stuff down so it's not taking up a whole bunch of weight. And again, like I stated, it's waterproof. By the way, check out that rigid on the bottom right there. So again, whenever you're setting it down at a campsite or something like that, it's not gonna get ruined. Now, this bag I do not always keep on my bike. That's for longer trips. I'll even use this one on the Triumph, but as far as on the Rally itself, those 3 bags are the ones I always keep on there. I almost forgot to mention, I also use the Nelson Rigg Rigg Gear exhaust shield here. Just a aluminum plate that comes over, straps down onto the exhaust to, again, block if you have saddle bags from coming over hitting onto that. If you use the stock exhaust, you don't need to worry about this. You got that big plastic shield over it. But again, this is nice to have, again, if you use saddlebags or me, where I put my jacket up there, something comes down, a little bit of extra protection back there, or say if you got a passenger, nice extra little peace of mind as well. So I hope there's multiple things you could take from this video. Number one being, please use my links down in the description. It helps out the channel for sure. And again, keeps on bringing some of this content so I can keep on bringing fresh new products. Number 2 being Nelson Rigg bags. I absolutely love them and highly, highly recommend them. Not just so you click on my links down below, but again, like I stated in the beginning, no fluff, no shenanigans. I've been using them way before this and absolutely love them. And number 3, which might be the most important here, is don't be that guy out on a ride with nothing, right? If you got a smaller bag or bike, you bring extra gas, or you have your water or your snacks. So you're not gonna be like, oh shoot, well let's detour and let's break our route or our ride or something like that because we have to go get something. It's nice to have your core necessities. Now, if anything bigger mechanically or tire happens, of course, then you got issues, right? But at the core, make sure you have your stuff so you're not that person holding everybody up or making people have to detour off your ride from having a good time. A bag is not going to add that much weight or that much inconvenience for you. Slap a couple on there. and just save that headache. Let me know down in the comments, what kind of bags do you use? I know anytime I make a video about bags, people are like, ah, why bags? You know, there's always one or two people in the comments like that. But again, let me know what bags you use. I'm curious to hear what you actually carry in your bags as well. Maybe a couple tips and tricks will definitely be able to help me out. So anyways, thank you so much for coming by for this adventure or review, whatever you want to call it. I hope I was able to help you out, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope we'll catch you in the next one. Bye now.